श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय क्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे. So we are seeing किमेकं दैवतं लोके किं वाप्येकं परायणं स्तुवन्तं कं कमर्चन्तः मानव प्राप्नुयुर्मानवा शुभम्. Okay, there we saw Kim Ekam Daivatam, the meaning of Kim Ekam Daivatam. In Kim Ekam Parayanam, there were 7 different reasons given why it is called as Parayana. Ayana means the state which you need to gain. Prapyam Sthanam. Ayana means abode, simple. Okay, this is called as supreme abode, that which needs to be gained. So, if you are giving it an adjective of supreme, then there are different abodes. Yes, there are different abodes. The seat I am sitting is there, is an abode. The seat there is an abode. So, there are different abodes here. So, with respect to all the abodes, this is the supreme abode. Why is it called supreme abode? To explain that, he is giving 7 reasons. The first reason is yet Agnyaya pravartante sarve, because of whose order or rule every being performs. Everything here, every element, everything here performs its task, its duty. And we saw it is not like a teacher with a stick or threatening you with a gun or an order. No, tenet kind of. No, this is just mere existence. Just by mere existence, we gave an example like the magnet attracts the iron filings. This also does just the existence, mere existence, everything perform their duty. Okay, then next. Yasmin nirikshite hruday granthir bhidyate, seeing which, knowing which, the knot of the hearts are, a heart is destroyed. Now, there we brought in the example of bhidyate hruday, the Shruti Pramana. Bhidyate hruday granthe shudyante sarvasamshya kshiyante jasya karmani tasmin drushte paravare. That paravara is parayana. We also established the supreme abode is also paravara, with reference to which everything is inferior. So, when you know that, when you see that, what happens is your knot of the heart, which is the mix-up of the chit and jada, the consciousness and innate. That knot gets asunder, cut asunder. Okay. All your doubts are removed and all that. Okay. Then, yasya vijnana matrena ananda lakshano moksha prapyate. The third reason is by knowing alone of the, which is of the nature of the absolute bliss, you gain the moksha. Just by knowing, nothing else. Matrena means just by, alone. Meaning there is no karma involved before, during or after the knowledge. What? No karma? Then why are you asking us to do japa? Japa is not for the knowledge, to gain the knowledge, but to be eligible to be there, to study the knowledge, to gain the knowledge. Eligibility, that is chitta shuddhi we call it, purity of heart. Meaning, it is said, chittasya shuddhaye karmanastu vastu upalabdhaye, only for purifying your mind, your heart, the karmas are necessary, not for gaining the truth. Vastu upalabdhaye natu, not to gain the truth. So, to make you eligible for the knowledge, you need to perform the karma, but not for the sake of knowledge, before, after, or during. So, that is established. Then, yad vidvan nabhveti kutaschana, that is where we have to start. Yad vidvan nabhveti kutaschana, knowing which, the knower of which, vidvan means the knower of which nabhveti kutaschana, is not afraid of anything. How can you be not afraid? What is fear? Fear stems from unknown, fear stems from a knowledge of duality. Both unknown and knowledge. If you don't know how to bracket a person, this person is bad, good, then you are afraid. Now, if you know this person is bad, then also you are afraid. The mere existence of another person instills fear in you. That is why whether I am different from God or the God is different from me, there is fear in both of us. God will be afraid that I should not encroach his space, and I will be afraid he should not encroach my space. That is why the apple becomes a big problem. Eating an apple becomes a big problem. So the fear here starts from the duality. That is why even after going there to the world of the God, you still have fear. Oh, fear, envy, etc. Oh, that fellow is there in front of me. I am here behind. Oh, somebody is serving the Guruji or God. So all these dualities stem from. Okay. So now, when you understand, but wait, like you place a snake and a mongoose in a room, in a box. Both won't move because they are afraid which one is going to attack me. Snake is afraid that mongoose may attack me, and mongoose is afraid a snake may attack me. So they are very careful. They're watching each other. Similarly, we will be. But wait. This is too much. Mongoose and snake are almost equal in power. God is like elephant, and you are like ant. Ants, he'll just crush all of you. Good. Even better example. Elephant, ant is afraid of elephant, true. But elephant is also afraid of ant. One small ant entering the elephant's ears will destroy the elephant. An ant inside elephant ear is going to destroy the elephant. So, any kind of duality, that's why udaramantaram kurute atatasya bhayam bhavati. Even an iota of duality, little bit of duality, wee bit of duality, if one sees, then he is afraid. There is fear. You cannot escape fear. So, Vidwan, nor of which is not afraid of anything because he doesn't see any duality. Therefore, and that is not all. Yet pravishtasya na vidyate punarbhavaha, entering which he is not going to be born again. Shruti says, Nacha sa punaravartate. It is not saying it once, it is saying it twice. Nacha sa punaravartata, nacha sa punaravartata iti. Nacha sa punaravartata. Avartate. He is not returning back. He is not returning back, definitely. And Bhagavan also says the same thing. Mam upayiti cha kaunteya punarbhavam na vidyate. Says. Punarjanma na vidyate, mam upayiti cha kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. In attaining me, mam, I, means the self. One, he is not born again. Bhagavan says the same thing. Now, yet pravishtasya, entering which you are not going to return back. We are all interested in only that state. We are not interested in coming back again and again and suffering, endless suffering. But still, there is duality here also. I see. What? Where do you see duality? You said pravishtasya means entering, right? Yes. A person entering and the place of entering, duality. Smart. Very good. But you should have asked the same question. Prapya sthanam. Ayana means prapyam sthanam, a place which needs to be attained. You should have asked your question there. Vidyate nirikshya, seeing. Once you see that there is all the knots of the heart are removed, you should have asked the question there. Seer, seeing. Anyway, you are late to the class, but still you have asked the proper question. Now, here you have to understand entering is just a mere word used to explain thing. It is not real entering, exit. Why? Because there are two kinds of gaining. Entering is gaining that state. There are two kinds of gaining. One is apraptasya praptihi, gaining of ungained. Another is praptasya praptihi, gaining of the gained. So there are two different gainings. One is I don't have a pen, I am buying a pen. Apraptasya praptihi. I have a pen, but I don't know where it is. I'm searching. I kept my pen here. Oh, it's in my ears. Or the goggle on your head. the specs you place in your head. I don't know where oh, it is here. Fine. You gain that. So that is a gaining whatever is already gained. Why will we worry about things already gained? We are worried already about things already gained because we forgot where it is, what it is, how it is. So, therefore, there is no duality. To establish that, he says, yes, yacha vedana tadeva bhavati, knowing which he becomes that verily. Brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati, brahmavid brahmaiva bhavati, etc. Examples establish that. Brahma veda apnoti param, establish that. He gains the absolute. Knowing, he becomes that. There is no duality. There is no more duality. So, yad vihaya, no. Yad vihaya aparah panthanrna nasti, leaving which there is no other way for the humans. There is no other way for the humans. You have to understand this. Because people say, Ekam sat vipraha bahudha vadanti. There is a statement from Vedas. Ekam sat vipraha bahudha vadanti. Ekam sat, existence is one. Vipraha, knowers. Bahudha, multiple, different. Vadanti, explain. The truth is one. People explain, the knowers explain it in multiple ways. This is an oft repeated stupid statement. Stupid statement means the statement is very good statement, a proper statement, but it is used in a wrong way. That does not mean all the people are saying the truth. And it also does not mean all the people are not saying the truth. I am confused. Yes, you should be confused. Let me explain. See, if we have studied this, we have read this story when we were kids. Four blind people, if you have not listened to the story, four blind people trying to define an elephant. So one fellow says, touching its leg, he says, elephant is like a pillar. Very good. Another fellow, touching its tail, he says, no, elephant is like a brush. Its tail is not a hairy tail. It has a very stick like tail with tip a little bit of brush like a hair. Now another fellow says no, elephant, touching the trunk, he says elephant is like a stone. So different. Another fellow says elephant is like a sieve. Okay, a big vessel kind of its ear. So each one see one and they say this is what is an elephant. They are all partially right. They are not completely right. That is what the idea regarding the self is also with reference to the other teachings. And another stupid statement with reference to this ekam sat vipraha vadanti, they will say all path leads to the same goal. That is a stupid statement. Unless and until you don't understand that these are stupid statements, you are not even ready for Vedanta. So all paths don't lead to the same goal, same summit. People say, oh, all path leads to the same summit. All you go whichever way, you are going to go to the top of the mountain. Yes, sir, but you are in that mountain. I'm talking about this mountain. You reach that mountain. That is not the goal mountain. This is the goal mountain. You are completely, you don't understand where you are traveling actually. That is another big problem. All the other sadhanas, all the path leads to the same goal means all the path will have to bring you to the scriptures. If it brings you to the scripture, your sadhana is proper sadhana. If it doesn't bring you to the scriptures, your sadhana, whatever sadhana you are doing, is not a proper sadhana. So, nanyah pantha vidyate anaya nirnam. There is no other path leaving this. Only the knowledge can liberate you, nothing else. So, he says, taduktam ekam parayanam. Loketa kimiti dvitiya prashna. This is the second question. What is that in the world? What is that in the world? Loke means not in the world. Lokyate aniniti. That is the Shastras. What is said in the Shastras regarding the supreme abode? That's the second question. Very good. Then stuvantakam gamarchantaha prapnuyurmanava shubham. Third question is stuvantaha. Stuti. Stuvanta means stuti. Stuti means eulogies, to praise. Singing whose praise. Manavaha shubham prapnihu. The manavas will gain auspiciousness. Shubham auspiciousness. Prapnihu gain. Manavaha means, he says, manusutaha. That's a very important word. I said we'll discuss it later. Manusutaha. Manusutaha means the creators of Manu. Manu is the firstborn. So we are all Manusuta. Not just you and me. Even the dog, cat, they are also Manusuta. They are also creation of Manu. So if they are also creation of Manu, then are they also eligible for that? For this, the Parashara Bhatta, the other commentator, he says there is only only humans are eligible for this. Whereas the commentator here, Bhagavan Bhashyakara says Manusutaha. For that, the gloss, he says, Taraka Brahmananji says, no. Yogya Prani Matra Upalakshanam. Manavaha here means any being that is eligible. How can you say this? Gajendra derapi stutyado adhikarat. Gajendra. There is a Gajendra means Gaja means elephant. Indra means a king. Elephant king. Elephant king, like Lion King, there is an elephant king. There is a story regarding about an elephant. It became king because of it. It became gained knowledge. Meaning, there was an elephant. It went to the pond to drink water. At that point of time, one crocodile caught its leg. It could not escape the crocodile. It tried, then it took a flower from there and it offered it to Lord Vishnu and cried to Lord Vishnu. Then the story goes that Vishnu came on his vehicle, Garuda, and cut the crocodile's head and let this elephant liberated this elephant. Let this elephant escape. No, liberated this elephant. Okay, now. Gajendra Moksha, liberation of the elephant king. That is the story title. And this they say, if you listen to this story or if you read this story, if you hear this story, then you are going to become liberated. That's the Falashruti there. That is the result. Extolling the result. Okay, whatever that is. Elephants, etc. are also, what is it? Are the elephants, etc. eligible for this? See, if it is a injunction or prohibition, the Shastras, the Vedas, there, Manushadhikaratva Shastrasya, they say, Shastra, only the humans are eligible. They cannot, though the dog can understand your 4 commands, it cannot understand the whole of the Vedas, it cannot understand all the injunctions. So, they are not eligible. Simple. Uchishta we call it, meaning eating something which is contaminated by saliva. Eating or sharing. Eating or sharing, both begets sin. We don't even know what Uchishta is. Anyway, that is a different thing. So, Uchishta. Now, you eat and whatever you ate, you just throw. Or while eating, you just throw it to a dog or cat or a bird. Now, you are feeding the cat, your Uchishta. You are feeding the dog, your Uchishta. You are feeding the crow or the monkey, your contaminated food. Are we going to gain papa? No. Don't worry. You are not going to gain papa. Because the Uchishta rule is not for them. The Uchishta rule is only for the human beings because we are the people who can follow these rules. They cannot follow these rules. If that is so, Manushyas are only humans are eligible for the Shastra, then what is this? Gajendra Moksha. Now we can explain this. Stuti. See, in the next Stuvanti kam Archanta. Archanta, okay, forget it. So Japan Japan muchyate Janma samsara bandhana jantuhu muchyate. Jantu. See, Manavaha can be interpreted definitely as human being. Here he says any being. Jantu is any being. Normally interpreted as any being, but he is interpreting it as humans. Very strange. Now, how can this be? This is a logical thing. Why? See, japa only humans are eligible for. The monkey cannot, the dog cannot do this repetitive thing of japa chanting, etc. Now, here, stuti, extolling, praising, anybody can do it, any being can do it. Dog can, of course. What is stuti? Stuti is taking the name of God. There are donkeys which can cry for help, and there are human donkeys which don't accept the God. Now, what is that? Stuti is cry for help. Cry for help means every being has different languages. The birds, they chirp different sounds for different reasons. The dogs, they bark different sounds for different reasons. In fact, the linguists they saw, they say the first language is bow wow language, which is dog barking. Bow wow. Oh wow. That is bow wow is. Because the ancestors, the people who were in the caves and all, those fellows, they were talking bow, 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 boo, 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 boo. That's all they were talking. They didn't have come here, let's go. No, they were talking like this. So using that, they call it bow wow language. Now, even the dogs, they cry for help. When we fall, we say, normally in Tamil we say ama, ma, mother. We call mother. So if we have a mother, of course, everyone has a mother, but if our mother is next to us or close by, or if she is alive, then calling her is okay. But if she is not, still you have the habit of calling her, then the Lokamata, Jagat Janani, the creator of all this, that mother, that goddess, mother goddess, she will come and help you. She help always, or he or she, whatever that is. God is a girl. There was a song long ago. But anyway, whatever there is, whether it's she or he does not really matter. Is the God going to help? Normally they help. The problem is, even among the believers, they'll start asking, Shiva, please help me. Shiva, where are you? Please help me. Then Shiva was, okay, poor fellow. He's calling me, crying for help. Okay. Nandi is his vehicle, the bull. Nandi, please come. Let's go. Okay. And he turns to Parvati and says, wife, this boy has a small problem. 2 seconds, okay? I'll just go and come. Help him out, okay? And Nandi comes and says, sir, I'm here. Okay. Shiva gets up. At that point of time, this fellow, oh, it's waste to pray Shiva. Vishnu, at least you help. So until now it was Shiva. Now again he starts, Vishnu, at least you help. So Shiva, who got up, he says, okay, Vishnu is going to come anyway. There is no point in me going and Vishnu coming there. Two people for one small thing. Let Vishnu do it. Anyway, whether he does it or I do it, it's all same. Okay, let him do it. He goes on different gods, praying to different gods. Nothing happens. Now here, the cry of the beings, that is also a stuti. A, U, E. Because every syllable has a deity. Every syllable has a meaning for a deity. A is Indra. A is Brahma. E is Indra. U is Shiva, Rudra, etc. Like that. Every character has a deity. So that is why I said Pushpadanta in his Mahina Stotra, he says Mahina Parante Paramaviduso Yadasdarshi. Your greatness is so much that I cannot even comprehend. When great people cannot comprehend, how can I comprehend? So anyway, whatever I'm going to say is not going to be anything different from you. Even if I'm going to hit a wrong target, you are the target. Everywhere there is the bullseye. I told you. So I'm not going to make a mistake. So that is how it is. Also becomes a cry for God's help. Stuti. He is eligible for. Even the birds and animals are eligible for, because everyone wants to gain that fearless state, that abhaya, freedom from fear. So everyone is eligible. But come archantaha. Archantaha, that's a funny word actually. There is a Adrishadva Sutra, Panini Sutra, Sanskrit Sutra, which brings in this suffix called nij. If it brings nij, if you accept it, then archayantaha. If you don't bring it, then archantaha. That's optional form. Both forms are correct form. That is why first time when I read it, stuvantah kam kam archantah archayantaha. I said archayantaha. It is not. The meter is not sinking. 8 syllables. I started counting. 8 syllables, 9 syllables coming. So archantah is proper. Stuvantah kam archantah. Archayanta is also a proper word, but here archanta is used for the meter sake. Okay. So kam archantah. Now, prapnuyurmanava shubham. Here, stuvantakam archantaha, for archana, for for propitiating, for worshipping the god, you need to have a proper form, internal, external, proper method. And that method is the dog and cat is not capable of grasping that method. That is why he says, Shastra uktena upachara yuktam. Whatever is the method specified in the Shastra, following that, if you are going to worship, then what happens? You are going to gain that manava shubham prapnihum. The humans, they will gain that greatness. So therefore, here loke tatkim iti dvitiya prashna. The second question is, what is that supreme award? Now here there are two questions. Come, which god, if I'm going to extol, I'm going to gain the great. The humans, the people are going to gain greatness, or which god, if I'm going to worship, everyone is going to gain great greatness. There are two questions here. Okay. Then ko dharma sarva dharmanam bhavatah paramo matah kim japan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhanat. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.